today the gates are open for the general audience at the Auto Expo happening here in Greater Noida. So today we're going to talk about day 3 and small cars. So let's dive straight into all the action. And now we have with us Yogen Pratap, who's the editor of Auto Bill. And first up, we're going to talk about the all-new Datsun Go. So Yogen, it's a small car, it's an entry-level car, and Datsun has come out with this car in the entry space, and it's competing with a lot of cars. So what's so special about this one?
See, Nissan, this is a Nissan brand. They have global ambitions of selling a certain number of cars under their global plans, and they decided that to get market share in emerging countries, they needed to have a separate brand under which they could launch entry-level cars, because the Micras of the world, which are sold also in developed markets, are too expensive to compete for the mass market positions here in this country. So they came up with launching the Datsun brand, and the first car they've launched is the Go. On the same platform, they're also going to build an SUV as well as a MPV. MPV will be a 7-seater. They have shown concepts here already at the Auto Expo. The SUV concept you can see there, which they call the Ready Go, and the MPV you can see there, which is the Go Plus.
So talking about Go, they've done a lot of cost-cutting measures on it, like how we see a single wiper inside. We don't get a stereo system inside as well, because they've got their own new multimedia console going on there. So elaborate a little bit on that as well.
Yeah, so this is a car built to a cost. There's no denying that they've tried to make it as cheap as possible, but they've tried to also take care of what people of the new generation are looking for. These days everybody, they say, carries a mobile phone, they have their music on the mobile. So you can just plug in your mobile into the system, and you can listen to your music. You don't have to depend on what somebody else is giving. So these kind of things they have built in. I mean, you can see inside it's a single seat, which also is a cost-cutting measure. The dashboard, everything they've also tried to make very practical and utilitarian.
Talking about the single seat over there, they've tried to make a lot of space in a small car as well, especially for the front passenger in a way. But it's a very odd design, something which we used to see back in the Omni and the vans that Maruti Suzuki used to come out with. Is that concept and trend going to come back now?
No, it's not a trend, it's not a concept. This is just, I think, going to be a one-off thing. With the safety requirements, you can't actually seat 3 people unless you have proper seat belts for them. So it'll be a place where you can put your knickknacks.
Okay, I know that you've driven this car. So tell me, what is it the value for money car that the entry-level consumer will be looking for?
See, it is definitely value for money, but whether it takes the consumer's fancy, I'm not so sure. Definitely the younger generation are going to be interested in it, and it's also a whole new brand. Datsun has a long history, very colorful, and history linked to motorsport. So they are trying to also capitalize on that and get people who have been associated with the Datsun brand earlier to also try the new Datsun cars. These are very different cars, but it gives them a link to the past.
Okay, in terms of looks, if you want to give it a rating, how much would you give it?
Looks are very subjective. It depends on people. It's not what you can say revolutionary. It is a contemporary looking car. I'd give it a 3 on a 5.
What about the mileage? What is going to be the mileage on this car?
So they're going to use the same Nissan engines that they're using on the other cars. This car is lighter and it is built for efficiency. So you can expect a little more mileage than you get on the other Nissan small cars.
So do you think if a consumer goes for this, it is the value for money car in the new range?
It is a value for money car. There's no denying that.